Hello, America, and to our friends around the world, greetings and welcome back to the next element card on the behavioral table of elements. This one is swallow. We've touched on this uh, I think in the previous video, maybe within one of the previous two videos regarding the Adam's apple, which is indicated here as the microphysiological, but we're going to focus specifically on swallow. All right, so that was the video sample of swallowing. This is something that all of us have done. We've stood in front of the mirror, brushing our teeth or shaving, combing our hair, and noticing that we're swallowing in the process, uh, or happen to be in front of a mirror, catching ourselves, taking a drink and swallowing. Those are just normal expressions or exhibits of the act of swallowing. The reason it's red we'll get into here in a moment, as you've already probably noticed, and that also towards the 6 o'clock that it's at a 2.5 on the DRS number rating. Its variable factor is 1. Its cultural prevalence is universal. It's universal amongst boys, girls, men, women. All right. This is something that, as I keep saying, we all swallow. It's part of life. You close your mouth, moisture starts to condense, you got to swallow or spit it out. All right, here's the map. Deceptive if mixed. Remember, it's swallowing by itself is not an indicator of deception. It's a closed gesture type, but it is displayed, and we'll get to that here as we make our way around the clock. The contradictory or the conflicting behavior is teeth sucking. We'll cover teeth sucking in a future video, but for right now, just recognize that swallowing and teeth sucking are in opposition. It's in the neck, as we saw with the video demonstration, if you weren't already aware. Oh, but it's the throat. Yeah, throat, neck, it's the same area. And it's done before and during an answer. Now let's go over the microphysiological. It's the Adam's apple, which is 100% men. I don't want to get into any of this nonsense of this, that, and the other. We have come out of that dystopian nightmare from the last 5 to 10 years. Men have an Adam's apple. End of story. Now we got the yellow, and as we already know, yellow represents high stress. Not to be confused with Mel Brooks's high anxiety, but high stress. An elbow close is your arms pulling your elbows in as if you're protecting your midsection. And these are your confirming, or excuse me, your amplifying gestures. The elbow close, the throat clasp, moving your hand up, to cover your throat. You'll see this as an action often with women when they wear jewelry, or they'll move their palm to the base of their neck, upper part of the chest, and it's a self-soothing gesture. You'll also see it in those Star Wars movies with anybody that Darth Vader's disappointed in, grasping their throat. But this isn't the same thing. And then the confirming gesture is protecting, crossed arms or head downcast. And think of it this way: the throat clasp, the head downcast, are ways to not make it so pronounced as you saw in the video. Going back to the 6 o'clock section, the 2.5, now take into consideration that the deception rating scale number is 2.5. That's actually just more, it's more than half of the 0 to 4. So if you take that with elbow close right off the bat, you've got 6. And then if they throat clasp, you're at 10. If they are, pulling their elbows in and they're crossed, or protect or pulling the elbows in with their arms just laying across, forearms across their chest or stomach. Now you got 12 and a half, head downcast, 14 and a half. Then if it's a man with a Adam's apple, now you got a 20 DRS. So that's why you want to be able to baseline this and then apply it accurately, as you're measuring it. All right, good luck. Look forward to you coming back for the next video.